championship game, they were both kind of even. There was some injuries there, and that's why that happened. But again, we're seeing both the running backs play a more even game with each other, and that's just really great to see. The great thing about Lucas Farrington is he's got some hands too. His receiving yards are very good. Him being the number 2 receiver, at number 2 receiver on this team.
Yeah, and then McCarty, out at Memphis now, he's potentially going to get some reps now with Sutton Smith tearing his ACL. And, you want to speak of running back recruits. Lucas Farrington visited Iowa over the weekend, so great for him. As your Raiders are now taking the field, as we see us wearing the white in the gold out tonight.
That is not the Raiders who are taking the field.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
That's the North Cobb Warriors.
That was North Cobb. That was my fault.
The Raider student section, everyone here in support support of cancer awareness is wearing white and gold. It's a great environment. People have showed up even though it's the night before fall break. But yeah, that is the orange, white and orange. I know that color very well. It was my freshman year homecoming game. They upset us here at home, and the North Cobb team. But we made sure to get our money back the next 2 years, or last year especially. And this year, we'll see how it pans out. I'm praying it's going to be a good fight by both teams. They're a formidable opponent, and so are we. They're kind of on the rise. We were on last year, and they're number 13 in the state right now. We're 38, but we look to pull ahead tonight.
Yeah, and you want to mention last year. Last year was a thrilling contest between us and North Cobb. Last year, North Cobb went up 21-0 for your Raiders. Came back. We ended up winning that game 30-28. Tarun, I would expect a similar kind of come out. Maybe not the start going down 21-0, but I can see this team coming off to an even better start, especially coming off with all that momentum after that win over Wheeler.
And there come the Raiders for the Raider Nation entry. But yeah, I agree. I think the Raiders got to out-endure North Cobb today. They gotta lock down that run, load that box, lock down that run on defensive side, pounding the ball on the edge, give it some HB stretch, some outside runs, and then some straight down the seam routes to get some energy at the beginning of the game, but also just to tire out the North Cobb's defense.
Yeah, Tern, Arthur usually makes the predictions around here, but I want to make one of my own here. I got Walton 35-31. I think it's going to be a good little high-scoring game, 2 electric offenses. And speaking of that, we're going to quickly dive into our captains here. We got senior Christian Farrell, senior quarterback, star quarterback, Caden Gilstrap, 4th currently in 6A in passing yards.
100%.
Alex Ward, who has been a baller, had 2 touchdowns last game on both sides of the ball. He has been amazing. And then finally, we're welcoming back Jude Cascone. He was out when we played North Cross last time when we were here at Walton. Yeah. So he's going to be welcomed back with open arms.
And we want to welcome all of you watching the cast. I know we may have just the stream may have just started with us talking about football. But obviously, I'm Tarun Swarnam, your play-by-play announcer here with your halftime report man, Wesley Powell, here with this pregame report. So as you were saying, Wesley, I'm expecting a great game here today, and the 30s have been the number between these two teams in the past few years. The numbers, that's kind of been where they've been. Both teams have been scoring between 30 and 40 points when they've won these games, and I think that's a good prediction, 35-31. I don't know if I can improve on that much, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Tarun, I mean, you can't really get higher in football than 30-30 every year for the past 4 or 5 years. But in my prediction, I said 35-31. These are just 2 electrifying offenses. North Cobb led by Nick Grimstead. This is his 3rd year. He came in, had his real big moment when they upset Walton a couple years ago when he came in for the injured Malachi Singleton, who's now at Arkansas. But for me, that was his coming out party. I want this to be a Caden Gilstrap coming out party. I want this to be 100%. A Walton Raider coming out party.
100%. And like I said, on the defensive side, load the box. That's what I would say if I was the DC. But obviously, I think everyone's on the same page with load the box, because this North Cobb team is going to try and pound the ball. That's what they do. They run the ball. They do have some pass game as well, but they're primarily run first team, just kind of like we were. Now I think we're more of an even pass run team, but we'll see. We'll see how the game plan pans out today. But on the defensive side, I look for Walton to load the box.
Yeah, I will too, Tarun. I really hope they do. We got some great guys down low. I want to talk guys like Noah LaValle, John Downing, You got guys coming in from the linebacker position like Jake Thorner, Noah and Jake, two big tacklers so far this season, as Jake has been all 4 years that he's been here.
And Noah too. Last year he came up, and now he's the tackle leader rather, with 11.2 tackles a game. The other thing I want to see is the wild card in this game. North Cobb will come, most likely they'll come pace for pace. If we make a play, if we get an interception, that's where we turn this game. We only have 2 interceptions so far this season. We have our interception leader only has 2 interceptions, Alex Ward, but we'll look to see everyone step up, and we'll see who gets their interception today.
Yeah, Tarun, and coming into this game, as we mentioned multiple times, big time rivalry, probably the biggest, in the metro Atlanta area. 2 dominant teams have dominated the region over the past 4 or 5 years, coming to another thrilling contest as both teams start 1-0 in region.
Yeah.
This could be a potential another region championship, even though it's so early in the season.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And the region games are the ones that matter most. We beat Wheeler. Though we're 3-2, we're doing pretty good with region games. North Cobb is 5-0, and this will be a tough matchup. But I think the Raiders got it in them to pull away today. It'll be very interesting, and I think the Raiders can seal the deal as the game dwindles down. But as you were saying, one of the biggest rivalries, especially the biggest rivalry in Cobb County. So we'll see what the environment is like today as well.
Yeah, and the Walton student section is going to show up, especially the week before break. Everyone, they got no homework, they got no work to worry about. They can just enjoy some Walton Raider football to run.
Yeah, everyone in town is definitely here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. As you see now you're seeing the Walton Raiders getting ready to run out across the flag and start this exciting night for Raider Nation.
Yeah,
Friday night before break. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for break. I'm excited for everything this weekend and through the week.
Well, I am too, Tarun, and I wish you and my good friend Arthur Walton the best of luck calling the game, and I'll see you all at halftime.
Awesome. That was Wesley Powell, our halftime man. Thanks to him, we like to spice things up here, and he's doing a great job. I'm Tarun Sworn. I'm your play-by-play announcer, introducing Arthur Walton, the color commentator for tonight. Just like every night, he's a basketball man primarily, but he helps out sometimes.
Yeah, just doing the thing, They're calling in the relieving pitchers for Wesley here, and I'll take up that mantle. But keys to the game for Walton. I love talking about loading up that box. We know Walton has such a talented secondary with Alex Ward, Ethan Standard up top, and the run game has been a little bit of a concern, some ground and pound against some other teams. So loading the box, very important on the defensive side. And
yes, 100%.
Offensively, Walton did it last game. Good combo on the ground, in the air, just play action, get the ball to your guys. What we saw against Norcross 2 weeks ago was a little bit of a lack of a big play production. But if we just continue to play like we did last week, there is a real fight for Walton to come out on top tonight.
Yeah, 100%. The thing when you said play action, it reminded me last week. The other thing was Caden Gilstrap was quick with it. The ball came out like that, even on play action when it fakes a snap and then it'd come out. So I want to see more of that. I've just been thinking about that a lot, being a Bears fan. Caleb Williams not being quick with it. So it's good that we have that in Caden Gilstrap. Loading the box, and the other thing is the boys in the box can't get beat. That's how we lost to Norcross. We got beat by the speed, so we need to bring our own speed here tonight.
Yeah, 100%. And the boys, that game still performed pretty well, but there was just those 1 or 2 plays that went for about 60 yards and a touchdown that need to be shut down tonight.
Yeah, I hope to see Lucas Farrington and Noriega Thompson make those plays tonight against also a formidable North Cobb defense. But obviously, North Cobb, the thing that they do so well is the run game on the offensive side. So it will be this game. There will be a lot of points put up in this game, and we're always excited to see that.
A little bit more on a sad news. Todd Haley out for the season. Big member of that D-line and that linebacker presence. Even a little bit of sprinkle at tight end, but just losing a guy. He had 3 sacks so far, averaging 6.5 tackles a game. Especially in a game where we're going to need the defensive line to step up. It'd be interesting to see how that shapes out.
Yeah, that's a huge loss, and here's the kickoff but we look to rebound from that on defense, and Alex Ward takes it out. He's going to come around the edge, and whoa, is this how we start? To the 40, the 50,
Great block.
midfield. Keep going, Alex, keep going. They
Steps
call it
out,
dead, but what
still,
a play,
electric start. That's how you want to go immediately off the bat. Malachi Speed out there right in front of Alex Ward to get that block, putting himself on the line. Great return by the Raiders.
And I got so excited, I forgot how to speak English. That was such a beautiful start. This was what we were talking about. I was talking about getting those plays, tiring out the defense, but this is also a way to do it. This is a beautiful way to do it. Alex Ward seeing the gap on the left side and running a good 66 yards about.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, what more electric way to start than on special teams? Get your guys on both sides of the ball excited to start out this game.
So that's actually going to be a 57-yard return. And Caden Gilstrap has beautiful field position. Let's hope he capitalizes here.
Yeah,
he's got a running back to his right, Lucas Farrington. And he's gonna pull it. And he has the receivers downfield. And okay, that was so close. It was right there,
just
but good defense.
Might have been deflected, might have been a drop, but either way, I mean, this is how you come out to start a football game.
Yeah, just a great route, great play. Good play by the cornerback there for North Cobb. I can't quite see his number. I believe that is number 5.
But imagine that if Alex Ward reeled that in from the kick return to that receiving touchdown. I mean, that's 99 all-purpose yards already.
We'll see
starting
it
that
here.
out.
And Caden's going to keep it. He gets away. What a move. And there's Alex Ward out in the flat, wide open, gets the first down.
Wow.
What a way to do it.
That's spins out of that sack. Should have been a sack, but Caden just spins out of that. You know, he's a lot stronger than he looks, for sure. I mean, we know his athletic ability, but
100%.
That Jalen Hurts 600-pound squat.
Okay. But, yeah, he was being dragged down. The defender mistakenly went for the death kill instead of getting the feet, and he capitalized, going out and around, rolling out to his right. That's what he's best at. And here he snaps at the 42, and he's going to keep. This is a quarterback keeper, but he'll be down about the line of scrimmage. I mean, you can't try to make every play a big play. Good thing to see that there was nothing there, and just take the half yard or so and move on.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, Walton's trying to trick him up to start. 2-play action calls, QB draw, keep him on their toes to start. I like the aggression that Walton has shown. Even having good field position, that means you can pace yourself, play a little slower, but they're coming out hot.
So 2nd and 10 here. They're going to say it's no gain. He's got 2 receivers to the left, and he takes it to Christian Ward immediately, who with the speed he has gets the first down. He's going to be down at about the 21 here. Yep, at the 21. So is this the shot? Is this the shot on first down, or is this the run play, Arthur?
I think this might be the run play. You know, you went for a few pass plays. They're spreading themselves wide. I mean, Walton's been getting wide open, so I could see a little halfback draw up the middle for Farrington, depending on the formation we come out in. But also, as much as you like to see Caden make those big plays, just having that first read, that quick slant, is also just such a great attribute to have.
Yeah, that was smart football in the last one. And again here, Lucas Farrington, he makes a little juke move and gets the first down at about the 8. It's a beautiful play.
As you like to say, there is laundry on the field.
Okay. We'll see. I'll hold my words. I'll hold my words till the refs make the call here.
Yeah.
But regardless, Lucas Farrington, what I was excited about was went one step to the left and came back to the right. We'll see what.
Yeah, a little bit of not a little bit, a lot of burst there. Quick speed, quick acceleration, a little Bijan-esque, may I say, on that cut.
Bijan-esque.
Unfortunately,
so
that one
is
going to be
holding
a holding.
penalty.
Yeah, going to come back 10 yards. But call me crazy, that doesn't change my feelings about anything. 1st and 20, the way that the Raiders have been rolling on this first drive, I'm not concerned.
I would agree, because first and 20, you still have 4 downs, and Raiders obviously being the explosive team they are, they get 20 yards per first down anyways.
Exactly.
So.
And
here, 2 receivers set to the left. Caden snaps about 32. He's going to drop back. He's going to look for Christian Ward. He'll get him.
There
and Christian Ward splits 2 defenders, and he keeps going to the 7.
About 23 yards there on the catch. Christian Ward. Just great route running. He had McCraney running that up the middle seam corner. Took that safety. Ward comes across the middle. Just easy brother. Bread and butter.
And Caden knows where to attack as well. He sees that when Christian Ward leaves the corner is playing a little behind. It's zone coverage, right? So the linebacker is coming up to take him. And at that precise moment, Caden Gilstrap throws it to Christian Ward, exploiting the North Cobb's look.
Yeah.
Just
finding those gaps, very important.
So this might be the run play here. He does have two receivers to the right, but he's going to take it himself, like I said, to the left, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Caden Gilstrap.
Superman.
No laundry on the field. Beautiful play. He goes out to the left. Beautiful blocking there for Caden. The linemen don't let people touch their quarterback, and that's how we start the game.
And a great play call. Amazing, dare I say. That's not something we see a lot from Walton, a power run with your quarterback. We see a lot of quarterback keepers up the middle, but a strong run with guards pulling, running back, lead blocking. Gilstrap almost untouched into that end zone.
Yeah, and it's only been 2 minutes and 31 seconds so far in this game, and Sebastian Benai's already out there to make this a 7-0 game. This is how we want to come out swinging, and that's how we do it. And as I was talking about at the beginning of the game, the outsides are where we want to exploit. And what did you like most about that drive?
I can't tell you a single thing I didn't like about that drive, but I know something that I always talk about is I want to see Walton always come out aggressive and strong, and they established the pass game early, which is usually you kind of want to establish the run game to then spread over the passing, but when you can automatically spread open the defense with the pass, then the run is going to become so powerful.
But like you said, that's the key now to continue this success. Whether it be the game plan could be keep passing. It could be establish the run, but still pass sometimes. Game plan can be any variety of things now, and that works to Walton's advantage. But it's also to keep the pace of play going that they have going. So that will really help Walton out.
Yeah, and that drive was. That drive showed the trust that the coaches have in Caden, because that drive was pretty much all Caden with the two quarterback keepers, play action. It's all his reads, making the right play, and he continually, time after time on that drive, made the right decision, and it ended in a touchdown.
And how's the O-line looking, man? The O-line was a concern a little earlier at Norcross, and North Cobb is a stronger team than Norcross, especially on that line. Obviously, the secondaries where they're a little weaker, which we just saw on full display. But the O-line on that last play, they went for it. They saw where the defender was, got in front of Caden, made the blocks. Just beautiful run protection.
Hit their marks super quick. And to cover maybe a little bit of the offensive line, there were a few passes there that were some quick reads. But either way, play action, it's crucial for that offensive line to hold up. And they did a phenomenal job on that drive.
Yeah, 100%. I know a lot of the completed passes were quick by Caden, but that first play where Alex Ward went down and the throw, it was just a good play by the cornerback. There, the offensive line gave him some pass protection for a while. So even though that play wasn't complete, credit to the O-line.
Plain and simple, everybody on that offensive unit excelled.
So now we're going to see my favorite part of football, the defensive unit come out. Obviously, Todd Haley is not on the defensive line today, but Tommy Ross is, and we have some other big names, Noah LaValle, Jake Thorner, coming up from the linebacking core. We'll see if there's a sack here on the first drive. That's what I want to see.
Absolutely. Establish those first few pressures. You want to get into the quarterback's head. You see that even in the NFL, guys like Derek Carr, when you get that first sack on them, they're jumbled for the rest of the game. So that's something, especially in high school, that you want to be able to do as well.
Why are we picking on Derek Carr? But sure, I agree.
Saints, no bueno.
No bueno. Okay. Well, so now we're going to see experienced offense come out for North Cobb. They have 1 year under their belt, and the quarterback's been their starter for, I think it's his third year now as a starter with North Cobb. So
got their little version of Heklinski over there.
Yeah, they got their little own thing going up in Kennesaw or Ackworth. I don't really know where the address is, but we'll see how much we can pressure the quarterback and how much that will affect him here on this drive. This drive also sets the tone for the defensive game going forward.
Because I think we can see that Walton's offense is going to blow up all game, so we can see if the defense can shut them down.
Yeah. So they start with run as expected, and the runner is bottled up. Good play there by by the defensive line and the linebacking core.
Yeah, there was some pretty good instantaneous pressure in the backfield. Running back got around a little bit, got a few positive yards, but the way everyone just goes is what you want to see.
So that was number 22, or I believe number 28, BJ King, and there's laundry on the field on this play where they attempt to run again. I think this play is going to be, there's going to be a holding call on this play.
Yeah, going to be coming back.
Yeah. So Walton, we've done the take his whistle chant before, but today we're in support. Walton, obviously, the hopes are high for tonight's game, and the student section is also pretty filled today for this game. So there's actually a legal motion penalty, interesting penalty, but that will set them back.
Yeah, it's like you said, the feud goes back further than just right now. 2 years ago, homecoming game, they took it from us. So they had a really good tight end that season, I believe. And it's time for vengeance. It's time to come back. This is a very highly touted game going into it. So Raiders are delivering so far.
Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? Because I remember my freshman year.
I think you might be right, 3. I think you're right on that.
Yeah, my freshman year, that was
still haunts me.
incredibly sad. Yeah.
I think that one might have been a false start.
There is a flag.
Another flag, a lot of laundry today, but it's mostly on North Cobb.
Oh, I'll tell you, when you move early, you can't do that, so they will throw a flag.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, thank you for that wisdom, Arthur, and it will be 2nd and 17 for North Cobb. So this is a similar situation to which Caden was still in, but was in last drive. But Caden, obviously, they had great field position. North Cobb, not very good field position to start here. So
yeah, 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 16, not great.
Okay, so they'll get some yards back with the little route to the flat, and they'll get up to about the 26-yard line for a 3rd and 5.
Important 3rd down here. Just like Aaron Rodgers said last night, two score leads, very important. So get the stop here, get the ball back, and just the way I'm an offense guy, you're the defense guy, but I'm still thinking about just that offensive drive, just the way
100%.
they turn.
So here we're gonna load the we're gonna actually stop play.
A little bit of an early one. But
Head coach for North Cobb, Shane Queen, calls his first timeout and wants to reset here on this 3rd down play. Gives the defense also a breather for Walton. And a little time to celebrate here, but not celebrate too early. Celebrate after we get this stop.
Absolutely. Just this timeout brought to you guys by Rohan Law, your best friend on your worst day.
And hey, we're always looking for sponsors, so search up Walton Broadcast Booster Club on Google and check us out if you're interested in that type of thing. We're only able to bring you this content because we have committed sponsors, and we want to thank Rohan Law, Morning Dew Landscaping, all our sponsors for what they've done for us. And if you want to help us out in that way, please Google us and check us out.
Well said, well said.
All right, so some music on the North Cobb sideline. They think they're going to get this one, but Walton says no.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 could go run or pass here, so Walton's got to stay wary.
Yeah, we're going to play man coverage on the left. Walton is. And there was some jumping there, but no flags thrown. And the quarterback for North Cobb comes up. Well, he's actually going to stand back in shotgun. This is going to be a shotgun play. He's got the running back to his right. BJ King motions out to his left. Oh, and they're going to try a little Caden Gilstrap motion, and they're going to get it. But obviously not as effective as Caden's play, but their O-line did a good job there too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he definitely hit a gap on the outside, but great wrap-up tackle there by the Raiders. I think it might have been Ethan Standard on that one.
100%. Yeah, I think it was Ethan Standard coming down from up top. He's obviously a leader on this team, more than just what he displays on the field. He's a good guy. And here's another run play. What did I predict?
There we go.
And he's going to be bottled up.
Right here, and that's what you want to see.
Head up number 34.
Number 34, Arquavius Eccles on the run.
Jake Thorner on that one. So we're going to get some variety on the tackles. Jake Thorner, obviously, number 2 in tackles per game right now. I think he's going for Noah LaValle's spot. He's trying to reclaim his spot.
Yeah, had 50 going into the game, 51 now. 5 behind Noah LaValle.
And here's another run play. And There's a lot of Raider jerseys there to make that stop, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Raiders are doing a great job clogging the middle. You're getting a few yards, but there's no open gaps to burst or break out. So exactly what you want to see. Bend don't break for the Walton defense.
100%. You don't mind at this point clock management. None of that is in play. So this is fine. If we get a 3rd down stop here or even on the next drive, just don't allow points here and get the ball back. That's all that matters at this point.
Interesting formation. Only 2 wide receivers.
Oh, he's going to keep it. It's a quarterback keeper, and good stop there to not allow the big play, but a good play by the quarterback as well.
Noah LaValle takes him down, trying to keep that tackle lead on Thorner. But
yeah, Noah LaValle on the tackle, Hudson Beard a little bit on the assist. Great teamwork there. I think some internal competition for Walton as well. So here, Walton's going to play a little softer, expecting pass maybe, because there's 2 receivers on either side for number 15 in his offense. North Cobb is at the 49 on their own side so far. Nick Grimstead snaps. Nick Grimstead looks to throw. He has all the time in the world, and he gets it out. It's a pass to the outside to about the 32-yard line. Obviously a 1st down. Ethan Standard makes the stop after the catch, but I think the quarterback just had too much time. We need a little more pressure.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Clean pocket, drop back, no one in the vicinity, and had a little bit of a bench concept, hit that out route. Good play on the offensive end. Nothing else to say about that.
So I think both teams are coming out in the same formation again this time, but it's a run play, and he gets loose. It's a North Cobb touchdown.
So number 34, Arquavius Eccles breaks through. I didn't even see him. It seemed out of nowhere. Like it seemed clogged up, and then just randomly.
I think they might have thought they had the stop there, that he was down, but he actually wasn't, and he got up and went through. I hope we get the replay on that, but that was a interesting play there. Good mindset there, and good awareness by Arquavius Eccles to finish the play, but nothing to worry. So here's the extra point to tie the game. So we have an interesting ball game here so far.
Yeah, but I think if you went in terms of analyzing both first drives and defensive sides, I think Walton's got a little bit of an edge.
I would agree with that assessment right now. I think Walton North Cobb did take a lot more time, and the more time your defense is out there, the more tired they get. So that's the only respect that I see North Cobb having the advantage. But in terms of explosiveness, in terms of playmaking ability, all of that goes to Walton so far. And
on live,
thank you to our cameraman for getting us on camera. We're important too. But
I'd like to see a lot of the same on this drive here for Walton as they did in the first drive. Probably won't get such good field position getting into opponent territory, but maybe a little bit more on the ground. But the passes have been there. The secondary for North Cobb has not been there. So continue to expose that advantage.
I think Walton has played very smart football so far in terms of how quick the ball has come out. So even though it's a pass play, the risk is highly minimized. So I think I don't mind a lot of pass on this drive if it functions the same way as the run functions, which it did on the last drive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Another thing to note is North Cobb 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions there. Probably something that will even out as the game goes on. Walton didn't even make it to a 3rd down on that first drive. So just hopefully in these next couple series, Walton makes those stops, gets the ball back, and can further the lead.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see the 3-point conversion rate going forward. But I think Walton, if they continue what they're doing, they're not going to have to worry about that in terms of the offensive side, because they haven't had any 3rd downs, as you just mentioned. I think we still need to see Caden a little bit in motion, Caden on the outside, Caden on the rollouts. That'll be good to see Caden Gilstrap making those plays this drive again.
Yeah, at the same time, it's nice to see him not have to roll out so much, sitting in the pocket, making his reads, going through them, finding the right player. But as well, you want to see that big playability on the side as well. So
100%. I'm talking about kind of the design rollouts for Caden Gilstrap. Obviously, we're not looking for pressure here. The O-line did show up last drive, and we'll see it'll be interesting to see the O-line and the D-line if they can last through the fourth quarter and just keep on chugging out there. We got better weather today, so hopefully that's what happens. There you go. We asked for school spirit and we got it. A lot of yellow there. Walton looking for the W. You see, okay, we're zooming in now. Just great student section there. A lot of seniors down up front. A lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, pulling out that W for Walton and for the win. So we can continue to play in such a way to attain that.
Will Menard with the little head shake for us there. Oh, okay.
All hyped up. Now ready to go as we kick off.
So again, it's going to be Alex Ward and Malachi Speed out back, as we've seen. Let's see if the kicker attacks Speed over Ward. That might be something to look out for, because the team just got, Ward just had a 66-yard return. So North Cobb probably, that's messing with them in their head. So
yeah, a little rivalry between the two as number 12, Michael Hill, gets ready to kick off. He did a good job, pinned him on the one. Just a great return by Alex Ward in that first one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting tested.
So Malachi Speed is going to be tested. He's going to take it out the middle, smart, and he's going to go out to the right. All right, so decent return to the number 18, to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, in all fairness, great kickoff, good air time, lands about between the 5-yard line. So we'll take it. Walton proving they can go on a longer drive.
I didn't know you were a special teams coordinator, but yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, hang time, all that, do all the analysis.
Well, I'll tell you, kicking wins games. Kicking wins games.
Yeah, AWS, Arthur Walton Services. All right. So Wesley talked about a 35-31 prediction at the beginning of the game with Walton. Obviously, this play, Walton starting at the 18-yard line. Caden Gilstrap ready to start. A snap, calling for the ball. It's going to be play's going to be blown dead. But back to the predictions. What was your prediction for this game?
I'm going with 41-35 Walton.
Okay. A little aggressive. I like that. Lot of points.
Taking into consideration, right now on pace for 14-14 at the end of the quarter. Obviously, I don't think we're going to stick with that pace because that would end up being 56 all, 56 even at the end of the game, which we won't quite get there. Yeah. But I expect high-powered offenses. I think we saw good movement on both sides.
So here's a handoff to Lucas Barrington, and he's not quite going to get the yards back that we lost on the false start, but it will be second and manageable, second and 12. Or second and long, second and 14. But
yeah, even as that run wasn't the most successful, still important to stick to it, commit to it.
The more you run, the more you can pass, right? The more explosive your passes are. So
I like that.
Oh, we're going to see.
The more you run, the more you can pass. Tarun Swarnam. Should trademark that.
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I say things and then I think about them, but I think that still stands as a good quote. We got number 9, Jake Thorner, in there to help with maybe pass protection. Yep. That's what it is. And
here's that rollout you were talking about.
Rolls out to the left. Oh, he's just gonna run it out, and he's got some yardage. He's got a good 5 yards, I would say.
Yep, good 5. Brings it to 3rd and 9. Okay. So this is where we're gonna need a good design and pass play. Hopefully, another kind of slant, quick read to Christian Ward.
So this is the first third down of the game. So it'll be interesting how they handle this. So Alex Ward is going to come back out along with number 81 for Walton. And they're going to have wide receivers set on the left and right side as Jake Thorner leaves the field. Caden Gilstrap to snap. 3rd and 9. Caden Gilstrap standing at the 18. The ball comes. And Christian Ward just goes across the field, but he gets bottled up there with just about a yard. It was a close to the line play. I was wondering what the game plan was there. Probably to block and get him up to the first down yardage, but didn't quite pan out. But it's okay. We'll see our punting game here now.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick analysis on the punt after that. Brian Gunnels, junior punter. Seen some solid punts from him this season. I've taken notice. I like the aspect of the game. Something that goes under the radar. Something that a blocked punt, missed field goal can change the game.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I was on the good side of that with the Chicago Bears, but there was a bad bounce, and North Cobb is going to have excellent field position. So I'm sure the coach is expecting them to capitalize. I think everyone on that sideline is like, this is a drive to prove yourself. But I think on the flip side, Walton's defense, same thing. We need to see the secondary make some plays, swat some balls, and we need to see some pressure on this drive.
Pressure. Once you get that pressure, everything else is going to crumble. But it has to stem from that. And like you said, they're expecting, with this good field position, like, we're in already. That's what's going through their heads. Walton's got to say, nuh-uh, and get a stop here.
Just like that, nuh-uh. Little finger wag there.
Yeah, after the interception, Mutombo.
Or maybe a little sit down if we get the interception.
Valid.
But we'll see.
Some pass breakups, some seat belts strapped.
All right.
Didn't a certain Caleb Williams talk about how his punter wouldn't have to punt very much?
Nick Grimstead, he's hit as he throws, but he makes the throw, and that's a touchdown.
One play show.
Number 2, Steele Ingram with the catch. Good touchdown there. Good job by him to beat the corner there. But Nick Grimstead really puts it in the breadbasket as he's being hit. Actually, the pressure was pretty good, but Nick Grimstead is, I guess, that guy.
Yeah, 3-year starter, like you said. You know your system, you know your guys. There's probably more of a sense of comfortability that he has compared to Caden as a first-year starter, who Caden has been still super impressive. Not a knock on him whatsoever. If anything, goes to show how talented he is to be playing the way he is.
100%. I think he definitely has the same chemistry that Nick has, if not better, with the Wards and Carlson.
And McCraney.
Yeah, you cannot forget McCraney. He's the number 3 on this team. So the kick is good, 14-7. We do have high scores. If you're a fan of that, you are definitely happy. But 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this quarter. Will Walton answer by the end of this quarter, or will we take the drive, elongate the drive, and get the points next quarter? It's kind of where we're at. We need to convert on third down. That's what it's about. Make the third down manageable and convert.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to get stuck in another 3rd and 9 situation. You likely 3rd and 5 or closer. But I think, still at this point, clock management, not really a factor. So as long as we can get some consistent movement on this drive, I don't care if we score with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, 7-minute drive, whatever it takes. Just got to find pay dirt in the end.
But I think what's more successful with Walton is having every successful drive has at least one of those explosive plays. So I think we'll definitely look to see that, hopefully early in this drive. So again, Alex Ward and Malachi Speed back to receive. Good punt, good hang time again. This one's going to be a touchback.
A little less hang time than the other one. It goes to show a little more power, a little less hang time. Right in the end zone. I think there's a little bit of awareness, too. You don't want to risk that. Another big return. So, touchback it is. Walton staying fresh, taking over.
100%. So, obviously, that last drive was very quick for North Cobb. So, the offense wasn't on the sideline for that long. So, we'll see if they still go straight to the speedy plays, or if there's a little more ground and pound here to start. It looks like they're going to go speed right away, given that there are 2 receivers set to the left, but they're going to hand it off to Noriega Thompson, who is bottled up.
Taken down for a loss of 1. Seen a lot of running to the outsides, maybe a little more up the middle, just throwing things out there to see. But I think the pass game has got to be relied on right now.
I think even though that was a loss, that's not a bad way. I mean, it is not the ideal way to start a drive, but running to the outside is going to be a part of this game that is going to be successful in the next few drives for Walton, or even at the end of this drive. So we'll see. I think this one is going to be a pass play, though. This looks to me.
I like Christian Ward on an island.
Or unless they get Farrington out on the left right there. Okay, pass play action. Caden Gilstrap is going to take it himself, and he's brought down, but once he gets a few yards.
And 2 flags. There's one in the backfield and one thrown near
Caden.
No,
Yeah.
Christian Ward as well.
Oh.
Christian Ward and Jamari Major in coverage. So we'll see what's
Okay, so
going on.
there might be some holding up there, or
Maybe
there
some
might be
offsetting
some
penalties.
horse collar. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
yeah.
thought maybe like holding horse collar, and then I don't know if that was the horse collaring penalty or if it was some PI on the back end, but we'll see.
Holding on Walton. Holding on. Okay.
Yeah,
Holding
offsetting.
on both sides, and they offset. And I think that's actually good for Walton because you reset. The last play was maybe 3 yards. Maybe on this play you get 5 or 6, or
Exactly.
maybe 30. You
True,
never
and
know.
even if you get 0, I think still having that second chance, the probability was better to have that offsetting calls. And he was definitely looking for Ward on that last play, just with the pressure in the pocket. He had him, but
he
just
had
couldn't
to.
get it there.
He had to get rid of it. So now he's standing about the 15. He snaps it. Another play
Good pump
action,
fake.
and a little fake that saves him from the hit. And
He gets 5.
there he is.
There
He
you
gets
go.
5. Yeah.
3rd and 6 coming up, or 3rd and 5.
That's a good play there. Now you got 3rd and 5. It's manageable. It was looking to be, it might be a 3 now, but now it doesn't look like that at all. It looks like we're going to convert and keep chugging. So
I don't want to speak too soon. 0 for 1 so far on 3rd down conversions. This is a must convert here. But on these last 2 plays, the pressure has been there pretty quick. Caden's had to scramble instead of being able to look for his guys on the outside.
yeah, I think run protection, pass protection was great the first drive. So okay, there's good pass protection, good play, good juke, and a good 15-yard gain.
And that's sometimes we forget about like that. Lucas Farrington actually the second leading receiver on this team after Christian Ward with 181 yards in the season.
Yeah, we were
He
talking
is
about
a reliable
that.
pass
Yeah,
catching option.
we were talking about that during pregame. Lucas Farrington, he may not have that many receptions, but he gets a lot of yards when he gets those receptions. So he's really an explosive back. And he went and visited tight end U this weekend, so we'll see if he's going to be behind some good tight ends next year. But just good awareness on this play to hurdle that defender. Caden Gilstrap in communication with his coaches. He's got 2 receivers to the left, but this looks to be a run. He's going to keep it actually, and he's going to get 3 yards.
Oh, I don't mind it. QB power worked well. First drive where he found the end zone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So keep if the play is working even for 3-4 yards on first down, that is a good play.
Yep,
'Cause
keep churning.
now you got 2 to 3 downs to pick up the first, and we're now down to 37 seconds in the first quarter. So you're setting the pace, and this might be the deep shot actually.
Yeah, 4 receivers out here.
Yeah. 3 on the left. Caden Gilstrap is just gonna make a quick throw to Farrington,
Wow.
who explodes once again.
Yeah, it's
And
going to be 3rd and short after
yeah.
this. Farrington, it didn't look like it was going to be much of a positive play. Farrington makes a man miss, goes forward, stays strong, falls forward. Great
Again,
play.
that's the shifting of protection where the center comes out to block for Farrington. So they've done that pretty good today, actually, on the outside. It's been some of the more conventional runs that they have struggled with.
Yeah, I think the scheming has been great from the coaching staff, and it's been executed well by the players tonight.
So I assume there was some sort of penalty on that play, because now we have a third and 6 actually for the Raiders.
Or maybe he stepped out, and who knows, but regardless, 3rd and 6 it is.
No, that's probably what it was. So Caden Gilstrap, he's got Farrington out
Uh-oh.
wide, and Farrington to the 40, the 30. Let's keep going, the 20, the 10, and that's the touchdown for Lucas Farrington. I told you, when he gets the ball as a receiver, he's explosive, and that's what the man does.
And about to have a replay here in a second. If you take a look,
We wanted to even the score before the end of the first
the
quarter.
wheel route is Farrington's thing. Beats
Yes.
these linebackers way faster than them. DB almost gets there, pulls the shoestring. Farrington says, nuh-uh, stays up, and
Yeah,
finds pay dirt.
I think that was actually a linebacker who came out on coverage, so maybe a little bit of poor planning on North Cobb's side. You can't leave the man open like that, Lucas Farrington just puts on the speed show like a track star and gets that touchdown.
Exactly. And interestingly enough, just like 2 plays before that, he had his own wheel route for about 12, 13 yards. So something to have seen, but he goes to the end zone.
So there's a flag on this.
I think I saw a
extra
false start
point.
signal on the Raiders.
Shouldn't be an issue for Benai, though. He will still be able, most likely.
It's like that Drake London penalty. Koo, when I saw that, I wasn't even worried. Koo, 48-yard PAT, put it in the books. How about them Falcons, man? I was ready to come on here and talk about the Falcons.
that was a good game. I saw the second half, and it was a good game for Atlanta. Obviously, my phone was blowing up with, what did you say about the Falcons? What did you say about the Falcons?
Yeah.
Always been supportive. I will say that. Benai with a good kick. And the score is tied here with 11 seconds in the first quarter.
Like I said, I had talked about how it was a high-pacing scoring game. Right now, 14-14, on pace for that 56 all we were speaking about earlier. So
that's 28 points in total in this first quarter. It's been an offensive game today, I will say that. And we look to see that continue on the Raiders side. And the defense needs to bring some pressure and step up on the other side. But they've been doing a pretty good job so far as well.
Yeah, I think, just like you said, both offenses have been successful, and I think both offenses are going to continue to be successful in this game. So it's going to be about those 1 or 2 possessions. If the defense can make those stops, force the turnover, that can turn the tide for Walton.
Yep, it's also going to be about the defense making big plays. Because if there's in this type of game, if there's an interception,
Game changer.
that makes it that changes one score pretty immediately. So that's going to be a big deal here. Hopefully we see Alex Ward in on that action.
Yeah, absolutely. So as an offensive fan myself, I can say I'm pretty happy about the scoring so far in this game. And Walton, I feel confident in the way that they're playing to edge out North Cobb in the end.
So Sebastian Benai to kick off. He does it all. He's the kicker, the punter, everything. So, or not the punter, but. And it's going to be a good return for North Cobb. He breaks a tackle. He's going to the 50.
There you go, Benai.
He gets stopped. The kicker on the stop.
Second tackle for him. So a little bit of a Alex Ward-esque return.
Not quite. He's still on their side of the 50. But
yeah, I mean, no one could match us like that. But
so there is laundry on the field. So we're going to see what this is about before we say anything else about this return. But
could be key for the Raiders. Any inches we can push them back, we will certainly take. So we're holding on the return team. Lovely. So what turned to be a 45-yard return is now a 32-yard return.
Yeah, but I also think that's kind of shooting themselves in the foot because they probably could have still gotten a good return without holding.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the discipline, even a little bit on the Raiders side with the false starts, is going to matter in this game, and I think both teams got to maintain that. North Cobb been the bigger victim here today. Grimstead snaps. He's going to pitch it out to his back, who's going to use that to get 8 yards. Good play.
Cameron Morris, the senior out there. They've got a nice little running back committee going on there.
Yeah, we saw earlier with the touchdown from Eccles, and then BJ King was in there early, so they got a good running back committee, similar to ours with Lucas Farrington and Noriega Thompson. Obviously, Lucas Farrington more of a explosive back for us and a workhorse. Lucas Farrington fits all the molds, so
he is the prototype.
Yeah. If I had a fantasy team, I am taking Lucas Farrington over any other back in Cobb County or in the state of Georgia, really. So maybe Milton maybe has some good
yeah, wouldn't that
backs
be
up
interesting? A high school like fantasy pool, obviously free to play, no gambling or anything like that. But it'd be interesting. You ever see that skit?
No, I've not.
That was very vague. I apologize.
Yeah, that's skit.
It's like high school. The refs were all in a fantasy league, and they were like, I have this player, I have this player. I'll send it to you later, but.
That's interesting, yeah. So obviously that was the end of the first quarter. So second quarter, they're switching which way they're going right now. This second quarter is one of the most underrated quarters in football, I would say. It's where you kind of
It's the middle child.
yeah, it's where you establish how the rest of the game is gonna go. Because first quarter you come out swinging. As a Bears fan, I know first quarter they always come out swinging and then they slow down. So we don't want to see the Raiders slow at all, and I don't think they will. I think it's more so a risk for North Cobb here, with especially how this drive was going lately. They had that one good run play, but I think the Raiders are ready to load the box and stop the run once again.
Yeah, certainly. Just to comment on your second quarter anecdote there. Yeah, no, I agree completely. And the Raiders have been a high-scoring. It might be their best quarter scoring over the season in that second quarter.
Yeah, it's usually where the Raiders pull away when there's a weaker team. I'm not going to say that the Raiders are going to pull away with this game, but I think this is where they establish the lead and establish that they are not the underdog. This is their house. This is Raider Valley. This is not North Cobb's Mountain.
Exactly. And like you said, the first quarter you come out swinging. The second period is usually second quarter is usually a cool-off time. It's where things kind of come to a standstill, and that's when you have to find a rhythm and keep the momentum churning.
So the Raiders, it has been mostly zone, but a lot of press zone today, with the safety not playing that high up. I would say it's worked pretty well, except for that one play where the running back broke out, but there was some confusion on that play.
Yeah,
so.
looking like a run.
And
read option.
Here, yeah. Oh, and Nick Grimstead's just going to take it. He's going to the 30, and he steps out around the 30. He's run out.
Oh, there is a flag, though. But interesting that Grimstead steps out there. I feel like he had some lane to try and keep going at least. But
I see that, but I think he was going to get hit really hard there.
Fair enough,
by,
fair enough.
Number 23 for Walton, Christian Farrell.
Number 23, MJ Burnett.
MJ Burnett, sorry.
No worries.
He's been a new name this season, but an effective player out on that side, on the left side corner.
Him and Malachi Speed, both of them play on that defensive end, cornerback, a little bit of receiver sprinkled in. So both sophomores. So
as we expected, this was actually a positive play for the Raiders, not the Warriors, with the holding on the left side there. Obviously, North Cobb has been kind of taxed with these penalties, rightfully so, and
Second down and 7 for North Cobb.
we'll see how both teams respond here. I think this is the time to bring more pressure, not less. And
show what the Warriors need to do is show Walton they can beat them with a pass. Otherwise, Walton just needs to load that box, like you said, blitz him to the end of the earth.
And here's another run play, and he gets his feet chopped out from under him by number 19.
Jude Cascone and Ethan Stannard together on that tackle.
Jude Cascone getting in on defense. That's good to see. He was a great tight end for us. Played a lot more last year than he did today, but we hope to see him on the offensive side too today.
Yeah, it's nice to see those dual threats.
Nick Grimstead surprisingly been a little bit of a dual threat today, but all the yards have been called back because of holding and whatnot.
Yeah, that's got to be a mood killer, running for 50 yards, using that energy and then going backwards, negative yards.
And that's how the Raiders are going to beat him today. Nick Grimstead all the time in the pocket, and he just overthrows him. Good coverage by Alex Ward. Some hand fighting, but not so much as to there being PI.
Yeah, nothing
That's
close to PI,
good
really.
defense,
yeah. Football's a physical game. You got to get in there, but great job keeping it to a minimal level.
And that was third down, y'all. So it's 4th and 5 at the 32 for North Cobb. And they are going to probably send out their punting unit.
First third down, not conversion for the Warriors.
So like we were saying, the defense has set you up in a beautiful spot. You're going to have good field position, too, after this punt. So this is where you establish that you are the team to beat. So I think this drive is very, very important for the Raiders. This next drive.
Especially, even though it's only 10 minutes, this is the time where some clock can play a factor. Because if you take too long to score, then you leave North Cobb with a chance to score, even it out, then they get ball at half. If you can put it in a way to score try and have a chance to get a stop, or they score and have time left to go ahead again, then just I'm getting into the clock way too much here, but just something to take note of.
No, that's always good to be looking out for the clock, and because this game really, it's a lot about the clock, especially in the fourth quarter, not so much in the second, but you can really beat a team by messing with the clock. This punt, the punter there put it to the right side away from Alex Ward and got some good rolls. So Walton actually
got an incredible roll.
Yeah. Walton actually not in great field position
inside
here,
the own 10, never a place you want to be. On the 8-yard line.
First 10 on the 8-yard line. Caden Gilstrap standing about the 3 actually to snap and shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right. Christian Ward, obviously closest to him.
And McCraney down low. Timeout called
by the Raiders. This timeout is brought to you by Morning View Landscaping, the premier landscaping company in East Cobb.
Yeah, there you go. So inside your own 10, never a place you want to be. A little risk for a safety. I'm not overly concerned about it. Caden's smart. He'll get the ball out when he needs to.
It's a tougher game inside the 10, but once you get outside the 10, then, like you were saying, they can take down the entire 10 minutes if they want by just grounding and pounding, getting the touchdown. I don't think that's what they'll do because that's a pretty demanding
I don't
task.
even think they could take down all 10.
I think they'll strike quickly and try and get this touchdown quickly so they can get the ball back again.
Exactly. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I got a little too deep into it. Could have said it in a little more simpler way like that, but because it's important. The goal is to be up 7 going into halftime because North Cobb will get ball to start the half. So worst case scenario, North Cobb gets the ball and at half, scores and ties up. That's the worst case scenario.
And I think it's actually smarter to get this touchdown quickly and get the ball back because if you stop North Cobb,
then you can go up 2.
Then you go up 2, exactly.
Exactly. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Cobra Kai.
And obviously you got 2 receivers again on the right with Max McCraney, and I do believe that is
Christian Ward. The sleeves give it away.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Drip, drip.
And this is going to be a handoff, though. A little smart play. Or, no, actually.
Fooled you.
Yeah, actually a keeper there. It might have been smarter to be a handoff, but.
Well, you can always say that, but it's because the guys don't follow him. He's not the ball. Because for a second, you look at him, you thought you had the ball, and there was no one over there. But the guys saw that he didn't hold on to that ball.
Yeah, North Cobb defense. Credit to them for being smarter than me on that one. But it's 2nd and 9. You still got a yard there. One and have is negative plays here.
Exactly. Any positive play is a positive play. I know that sounds simple enough.
So roll out to the right. And Caden's going to take it. I think he didn't get the first down, but he got a good 8-9 yards.
Great slide. Didn't want to risk his body. Seemed a little interesting on the route. Both Ward and McCraney were in the same area there, overlapping. So luckily, Gilstrap able to get out there.
Gilstrap smart. Nothing was there, so he took it. And Gilstrap, obviously, he's got those legs, and he's got that awareness to know where to run, too. That was a good play by him.
So 3rd and 3 now. Raiders can pull out any play in the book.
It's a run play.
And I think he got that. I think he got the first down.
Lucas Barrington.
Just by less than a yard. Hey,
and
first down's a first down.
Yeah, it's always good to see the chains moving. And good job to stretch out there by Lucas Barrington, get that first down. And good play calling there. I like that run to the outside there.
He's got that reach for it, superstar X-Factor ability.
So now we've been in shotgun. Well, I think all of high school football is primarily in shotgun, but let's see if we ever have an under center drop back here. Oh, and North Cobb jumps.
Yeah, those offsides are the things that you really never want to have to suffer.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1st and 5 here. Hopefully.
Oh no, it's false start. Other side. Eat your words, Tarun.
So we missed it, but there must have been a little flinch, something like that, a little arguable there. But now we have a 1st and 15. This might be where Caden works his magic. Now he's forced to get more yards. So do they take the route up the seam?
Possibly. That's one way to do it. Also, just play the same scheme. It's only 5 more yards with Walton's game. They can get that easily, like we said.
And I think Caden got away.
Oh.
Caden
Oh.
took him off, and Caden's going to take the ball himself to the 20, to the 25, and to the first down.
Wow.
What a play.
Electric. I thought that was going to be the first sack of the night, but Gilstrap pulls off some Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Josh Allen magic. See, they keep trying to do that wrap-up tackle instead of just getting up on that upper body.
Yep. They're trying to get the hip drop there, and that's quite not working out for them because Gilstrap is so elusive that he can just shake him off. He's such a big body and just a big presence on the field.
Exactly. Second time he's done that tonight. So moving the chains again.
It's fun to watch him do that, and this time he's going to drop back. He's going to have all the time in the world, and he's going to have a receiver wide open in Christian Ward. Oh, and good play by the corner to come up and make that interception. Number 23 for North Cobb.
Aziz Helm there with the interception. I like the throw though.
I think
throw was there.
It was maybe a little underthrown and
A little late.
Yeah, a little late. That's what it was. A little late.
Because Caden, you could see in the pocket he moved out to the left, kept his eyes upfield. You could tell he wanted to go for that long throw.
Yeah,
it was there.
A little sooner and further it was there. But also we were fooled as much as Caden with that coverage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good, and we have a bird's eye view.
So we saw that.
Better than he did. But the corner playing a little soft, letting the safety take him, and then coming up for the ball. So that's a good scheme by North Cobb there. Now you have to get the stop if you're Walton.
Exactly. And also, Gilstrap was on that left side of the hash, Ward on the right side of the hash over here, so cross body all the way diagonal on the field. But overall, that's an interception I'm okay with. Taking that big play risk, that play could have gone 40 yards.
Oh, okay. Grimstead is going to fake it, and he's going to have a speedster down the middle who gets the touchdown.
It's going to be number 4, Sebastian Easley, finding the end zone. North Cobb has had some. Oh.
I think this is after the play though. So.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, it's most likely going to stand, but that play wasn't really that innovative. They just beat us on the speed there down the middle, like similar to what happened with Norcross. So we need to make sure our corners are there to pick them up.
Yeah, exactly. That's the second one in this game too. On the other side, one play touchdown.
Unfortunate there. The defense has to step up in that aspect, but it's okay. Walton gets the ball with plenty of time, so we can still tie it up.
Yeah, a few mistakes, and we're all human. It's football, a difficult game, so many layers to it. Mistakes are bound to happen. North Cobb has had their fair share of mistakes, worse on the disciplinary end. Walton more than still in this game. About to get the ball back. Caden just needs to keep a level head, which he does a great job of doing.
Oh yeah, not even a question. We're most definitely in this game, and Wesley's prediction still stands. Your prediction still stands.
Exactly.
And I'm going closer to Wesley's prediction here, but
what did he say again? 35-31.
35-31. I think I'm going to agree with him today.
Okay.
And we'll see how it goes.
All right, I said 41. If Walton scores another touchdown this half, it's pretty much right there. Luckily, not a lot of time off the clock there, so Walton's still in that position to score, get the stop, and score, go up 7.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what Coach Bruner plans out here, and we'll see what the game plan is. But regardless, I think regardless of what you do with the clock, you can, even if you want to go fast, you can still run the ball a lot because you can just get up to the line quickly. Going fast is not the tough thing. Taking time off the clock is what would be tough. So I think all avenues are open for Walton here on this drive.
Yeah, great way to put it, and I certainly agree.
So as we wait for this kickoff here tonight, we wish you all, after this game, a great fall break, and we hope you stick with us and enjoy the entire game, obviously. And we thank you for watching our broadcast instead of Peachtree TV's broadcast. But after this game, we hope you have a relaxing fall break.
You going anywhere?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna relax. I think I'm gonna get the college applications out of the way and
like fully. Like you're talking like fully or what?
I don't know about fully, but
yeah, I'll tell you. I was lucky. I started the college apps in the summer, so I've gone a little slower during the year. Certainly needed to. School's been certainly a lot. And I'm also staying in town, so just looking forward to seeing that Sunday Night Football Chiefs-Falcons matchup in the Dome.
Oh, it is here at Mercedes?
It is here, Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
It'll be open roof.
Awesome. That'll be who's not a primetime quarterback, Kirk Cousins or Patrick Mahomes. So
hey, they say that about Kirko, but
yeah,
New Jersey, new life.
Yeah.
And hey, started off Monday Night Football primetime.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the
that's
people
what you're
be doubting him, but he
showed up.
He was the man. See,
Hopefully.
that how the Eagles lost that game was like we were talking about, poor clock management.
Yeah.
Scored too quick and then didn't have a game plan. Sirianni was just yelling at his players, but Sirianni lost the game for him there. So you can never leave Kirko Chains.
Yeah.
That much time.
Actually, I saw statistics about how kicking the field goal actually made their win percentage drop for the Eagles because being up 6, it forced the Falcons to only go for the touchdown. And when you're locked into that mindset, it's end zone or nothing, that changes the game. They know their passing, they know their plays. But if it was going for a field goal, they slow down, they maybe even run the ball a little bit. So there's something interesting.
And the other thing with the NFL's new kickoff rule, you get the ball at the 30, so you only need to go 30 yards to get a field goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's quite disappointing actually for me.
I agree. That's something I found. I didn't mind regular 30-yard touchbacks, but in that scenario, it takes away a little bit of the magic and the challenge of that comeback.
100%. Comebacks are better when they're few and far between, I feel like.
Exactly, because it may be nice to see more of them in a sense, but because you're seeing more of them, they're not so unique anymore.
As special,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Luckily here in high school, still the 20-yard line, as it should be.
Here's the Walton Cam, and we got 7:45 left in this quarter, and North Cobb, because of that penalty after the touchdown, is kicking off from their 25. So Alex Ward and Malachi Speed have some room to work their magic here. We'll see how this pans out. I remember last year, Cam Lloyd had a 98-yard kick return touchdown. So let's see if we see something like that.
And hang time to the max.
So it's going to be Malachi Speed here, and he's going to use his speed to get away from a defender. And he's going to keep going. The 40, and he's
45.
Out at the 45.
Hey, we'll certainly take it.
That's good field position.
45 line.
Yep.
Can't complain.
It's better than an NFL touchback. So for high school football, that's great field position. I think now we take some shots, get in the end zone, make this quick.
Yeah, play the same way that they played the first drive with that great field position. Came out, 2 play action passes, a solid run, QB runs. Just open up the playbook and get your shot plays ready.
I agree 100%. So now you're going to see Christian Ward out on the left with his brother Alex Ward also out on. Actually, they're all going to be out on the left. Max McCraney as well. So if Caden wants to go, he's okay. The
ref calls time.
Officials timeout. They're going to discuss something. But back to the play. I think here, Caden has there's two big things that can happen here. Lucas Farrington takes it out, runs it to the right. Caden gets some blocking, goes to the left himself. And then actually the third one would be the pass down the seam to one of the 3 guys. Or down the sideline to Christian Ward.
Yeah. In this play, in this set defensively, they're spread a little bit down on the line and in the linebacker core. So could be a potential run. Got some space to work with.
Yeah, especially on that right side, you got a lot of space to work with.
If you get a nice pull or something like that
to
get that outside guy.
Siegel out to the right. Yeah. So we got to run up the middle, actually. So it'll be a
positive yards?
gain of a couple yards.
I like that call, though, because I think the way the defense is showing themselves, that's the run you got to take.
Yeah, I think the officials' timeout gave us time to formulate that. And now we have a 2nd and 8. So we're gonna have here again. We're gonna have 2 wide receivers out to the left, and Alex Ward is gonna come out to the right. So we're gonna see the cornerbacks aren't pressing on Alex Ward; they're pressing on Christian on the other side. But this is gonna be a run play to Lucas Farrington, who gets a couple of blocks, and he's gonna get a good 5 or 6 yards.
There you go. Looks about to be 3rd and 2. And that's kind of a little bit of the run we were talking about to the outside there. Man, I'll tell you what. I think we're pretty great analysts up here. Not to toot our own horns, but
You were tooting my horn there. I didn't.
Yeah,
toot
yeah,
any
true enough.
horn,
Fair
but,
enough. Fair enough. I'll do it for the
I
both
will
of us.
take it. I appreciate it.
I'll do it for the both of
Well,
us.
yeah. And obviously, you have our special teams down, so.
Yeah, you know, someone's got to do it.
Yes, 100%. Special teams, offense, defense, anything I can rely on Arthur Walton here.
Oh,
It's always a pleasure to work with you. So now we have at the 47, at North Cobb 47 is the snap, and someone jumps. We don't know who, so I will bite my words till we hear the call. Looks to be false start.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
it's always on. Yep, false start it is. So it goes from a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8. Still manageable, but not what you like to see. That's what's been biting North Cobb in the behind, and not something you want to see Walton fall to as well.
You still got the entire playbook open though here, because North Cobb now they're looking for pass, so run would actually be a little more effective. And
Wow,
then
look
it
at this
was
formation.
before.
North Cobb,
Yeah, they got
spread thin at corner,
they
stack
got
in
a
the
lot
box.
of people on the line. They're gonna engage 8, I think.
You got to pass this one.
Yeah, there's 8 guys come.
Oh,
No, they're
oh,
gonna
I
drop
like that
back.
disguise.
Yeah, and good throw, a little underthrown to the back shoulder, but maybe the receiver.
Honestly, I think that was the perfect pass because if he threw it right where the receiver was, that DB is way too close.
Yeah.
But credit
There
to
is a flag.
give a little credit to the D coordinator there. That was a great disguise up front.
It takes some guts to call disguise like that. Yeah, credit to the DC there, but I think that throw that might have been a stopper, a little quicker for the receiver, so maybe a little miscommunication on the Walton side.
Yeah,
but
still difficult for both sides to
Or
reach on that.
we
Oh,
get roughing the passer.
not one you like to see. We'll take the yards, but you never want to get your QB hit like that. But in this case, Walton needed that momentum.
Yeah, that one is kind of when you're okay with taking the beanball walk in baseball, right?
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 8 situation. You kind of needed that. So
Yeah, to stay alive here on this drive, score. Walton chewed about 3.5 minutes.
Caden gonna talk to the receiver. Oh,
Now
to the
he
ref.
threw him something.
Yeah. And Lucas Farrington obviously staying there out to the left. We've had some good run protection. I'll be interested to see if they give it off to him. But we got 4 wide receivers set, so this looks like pass. And it is run. And Lucas Farrington dives forward to get a couple of yards, maybe 4 or 5.
Yep, solid. I think 4. 3 or 4. Like you said.
Third and 6. Solid.
No,
Or second and 6. I'm sorry.
Second and 7.
Yeah. 2nd and 7, so solid 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 is kind of a neutral
Yeah,
yardage.
it's kind of like equivalent to 1st and 10 in a sense,
Yeah.
but like 2nd down. If you get the gist of that.
So that we would say is good for the Raiders.
A lot of space. You could go like an immediate flat, but
yeah, he's
got
gonna take
McCraney.
his time here. Caden's gonna take his time, and then he's gonna see the hole and just burst.
I like it. Gets to about where it's going to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4. Had McCraney on a drag, but would have been similar yardage.
I think it was smart to pull it. He probably saw something we didn't see. So good play by Gilstrap there to get the couple of yards.
Yeah, and as the quarterback, it's a sense of safety knowing you're the one with the ball in control. You can't control the other variables if you're throwing it, whatever happens. So just guaranteed yards. Never going to argue with that.
Yeah, you're obviously the leader of this team. This team rests on your shoulders. So Caden Gilstrap here, he's got 2 wide receivers to the left at the 31-yard line, and he's got Lucas Farrington to his right. He motions to Thorner to get him some blocks, and he breaks a tackle but doesn't quite get there.
Bounced off it nicely. It's going to be 4th and 3. We know Coach Bruner, very Dan Campbell-like in his tendencies to go for it on 4th down. And with 4th and 3, the analytics totally say go for it.
Okay. I can vibe with that, but it will be interesting. I think they might just try and call him out offside here, and then
I think, yep, North Cobb's going to call the timeout. Wait, no. Is that Walton?
no, it is North Cobb
Yeah,
calling
they were not
timeout.
ready for that
Yeah,
4th
they were
down
not ready
whatsoever.
for a Walton
So
timeout.
worst comes to worst, just burn to timeout. So Walton taking one off the board for them. But I think they will go for this. It's absolute Walton style.
It is Walton style to go for it, but in this situation, I wouldn't mind a field goal either because we could get a stop and we can get the ball back and get ahead. It's very early in the game, but we'll see what Coach Bruner does. We are a little far. It shouldn't be an issue for Benai from this length, but maybe that also plays into the decision of going for it.
Yeah, I don't think the distance is a worry, like you said, but I think according to like some Amazon next gen stats, it's about probability of 56%, something like that, to get this fourth down conversion. And I don't think a field goal moves the needle necessarily. Even if they kick another field goal after this, they're still losing. So,
yeah.
But I agree that I wouldn't think it wouldn't be a horrible idea either. So
Gilstrap is out there. I think they are going to snap this one.
Oh, they will, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting to see what the play is, though. If it's pass, if it's run. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left set. Gilstrap calls for the ball.
Or it's hard count. Yeah.
Am I in Coach Bruner's head?
I don't know, but interesting though. Okay, he's gonna call the timeout.
Yes.
Okay.
Hard count didn't work. I think they're gonna come out and probably take the field goal here.
Doesn't look like they're sending the unit out there though.
Yeah.
So I guess they wanted to go for the hard count first,
and then try
which I don't mind that because I think we expected Walton to go for it when they go out there because you don't see them do that hard counts on fourth down because you would have to burn a timeout. So maybe you get an offsides call, or if you like the look, you go for it there. But
yeah,
just a little reevaluation.
You only have 5 minutes left in the half.
So use those timeouts, right?
Timeouts are
exactly.
In high school football. Timeouts aren't a big deal at all.
I agree.
If you're being honest. And I think they're even overblown at every level. I liked how the Bears threw the challenge flag a lot on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think you got to be aggressive about those kind of things.
Yeah. So Caden Gilstrap again. He's setting in shotgun formation. This time with Noriega Thompson to his right. So change of personnel, same look though. Christian Ward all the way out to his left.
If you can get that block on the left side, 2 wide receivers get those corners. Ooh, we're going to the right.
Yep, he's going to keep it.
And I think he gets that.
He gets it, I believe.
Oh, they're calling him like an inch short. I feel like he got there, though.
Bring out the chain gang, please.
No, they're calling it North Cobb ball. But I feel like they counted him down early, it seems.
Yeah, he reached out.
The knee might have gone first,
went down.
But
yeah.
The eye tests to me looks like it should have been a first down.
See, that was the risk that you ran. So. So North Cobb now, what do? Do they look to? They probably are trying to get to the end zone here and try to pull away with this game. But I'm not sure if they're concerned with the clock or not. They have 4 minutes 51 seconds. So I think this is just like every other drive.
Yeah, I think sometimes we ourselves overblow the importance of clock management because at some points it's just run your plays, you score when you score, go up more. And the way we see North Cobb operate has been kind of on that basis. They've scored quickly, so I wouldn't expect them to slow down the pace so much.
Yeah, the pace being fast on offense for them has been what has led to their success, not just today, but the entire season or even the couple of years, for the past couple of years. So I think that's the brand of football they play. So we need to play with the top. I think we need to make them get into third down situations, play conventional football, play with the top. Do not let out on the big play.
Exactly. We've been beaten twice over the top. That safety help needs to be there, and trust the boys in the box to shut it down.
Yeah, it is tough for Stannard and some of the corners, Alex Ward, all of them to get back when they play so hard on press coverage. So it'll be interesting to see if they back up a little into just more conventional zone cover 2 type coverage. Obviously all our breaks are a little longer here today because this is also televised on Peachtree TV.
So 4:51 to go in the second quarter. Walton still has that possibility to get a stop and score.
So
breaking the huddle, going out there.
So we're gonna see who's it gonna be. Jake Thorner? Is it gonna be Tommy Ross? Is it gonna be
Noah LaValle, Hayden
or
Halpus, Bowie Crawford,
Yeah,
Hudson Beard.
the Chalpus Halpus is out there. Bowie Crawford kind of stepping up into that Todd Haley role today. So we'll see. Maybe he's the one with the.
Yeah, and team on the
sack.
edge right now. Number 34.
Like I said, Alex Ward is going to back up from the receiver a little.
I like
going to
that.
play a little softer. And Grimstead is going to put it out, but Alex Ward was right there to make the stop.
Yeah, incomplete. Looking for Steele Ingram.
Yeah, the pass wasn't exactly there either, but
Yeah.
but Alex Ward was right there that even if the ball was on point that he could jar it out.
Exactly, yeah. Ward, good follow, good shadow.
Second down and 10.
You know, it's not easy to play cornerback at all. In my opinion, probably one of the top 3 hardest positions to play.
Top one.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Grimstead.
say it, but
Grimstead on the quarterback.
Grimstead tries to do some of what Gilstrap does, but he's not as successful here. He's going to get.
you
They're
can't
gonna
be
get
our
into
quarterback.
a 3rd and 8. Third and.
Here we
well,
go. This is where we got to make a stop.
Down and 6.
Imagine that. A quick stop from the Raiders, almost like nothing happened. And we
Yeah,
haven't had a quick stop like this, so this would be monumental.
Yeah, a 3 and out is really what we're starving for. Even in the student section, everybody wants to see some defensive action. So 3rd and 6, let's make the stop.
Ward backs off.
So, yep, they bring the pressure, but they're going to leave number 2 open in the flat. And, yeah, the top was too far back there. And number 2, Steele Ingram, makes the play for a first down.
Yeah, the DB is played behind the line there, so that there was no one really in the area. Steele Ingram finds the first down marker with ease.
Yeah, they had all the linebackers rush, so we were a little light in coverage.
I think that puts them at 3 for 4. 75% third down conversion rate.
Yeah, credit to North Cobb there. Now they're at their own 47, looking to strike into the Walton zone. So all our corners, linebackers, they're all going to play 5 yards deep here. So we'll see what that means. Grimstead's going to keep it.
Stumbles.
And Grimstead comes around a little bit and gets a couple yards, but he's stopped, I believe, by Hudson Beard there. Or,
So I think an even 5 yards there.
or they're going to attribute
Yeah,
it to the
to me it looked
turf
like he kind of
monster.
stumbled. He
Yeah.
kind of fell to the side to avoid the tackle, and a little stumble wumble. 5 yards even.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. So pretty good play actually for North Cobb, but you want to get, if you're Walton, you want to get the tackle for the loss here.
Yeah, you got to get a sack
The
eventually
sack,
at some
yeah.
point.
Grimstead snaps. He hands it off to number 20, and number 20, he's gone, but
Good
he's
tackle.
getting stops.
That's standard there.
Good job by Stannard to make sure that Top was there. He was the last line of defense.
Oh, sorry.
Stannard had to do that. Or Noah LaValle there, actually. Noah LaValle had to make that stop, and good job. Good job by the linebacker to play up.
Yeah, number 3 and number 5, pretty similar looking. It's got a little mixed up.
Okay. So we got the cam going, the Walton cam. We got Jake Summer.
Yep,
coming
everyone's
up.
still hype out there. Looking forward to the rest of this second half, so stay tuned. At halftime,
Very
Wesley
much
Powell will
so.
take you through our halftime report.
So quick snap. Cook hanging out again to number 28, BJ King, I think there. And BJ King is loose. He gets the touchdown, or maybe that was.
Yeah, Zach Beleu, 4th running back we've seen for North Cobb. Follows his blockers, strong run, finds the end zone.
Shakes off a couple of defenders. There's only so much you can ask your defense to do. They got a couple of stops there, but not successful ultimately.
Yeah, unfortunately, that third down was it. Early in that drive, possible 3 and out. Unfortunately, it ends in a North Cobb touchdown.
So obviously, Walton's only down 14. They got another 3 minutes to get this
This is
to a
where the
one
time
score.
you've got to really milk that and score.
Yeah, get it to a 1-score game.
Yeah, 1-score game. Even though they get ball coming out of half, doesn't matter. You need to stay within that one possession.
So 28-14, Walton obviously being the underdog here tonight has put up a good game, and I think Caden Gilstrap will show why Walton loves him so much on this next drive, throwing the ball down the field. I think we saw a lot of that the first drive, and we need to see a little more now.
I agree. I think as much as you like to have the run game, it kind of deterred from the strong consecutive passes we had. So it'll be interesting to see how they match that, especially needing to get the clock down a little bit too. So very niche area to maneuver in with the play calling in this second quarter scenario.
So obviously we haven't scored yet in the second quarter. You were mentioning it was one of our better quarters at the beginning. The score is crucial here, man. I think that's what we're saying. And I think we're going to get it.
Me too. I have confidence in the boys.
So there's the kick.
Far back for a touchback.
It's going to be a touchback. So the team we're all chasing in the state of Georgia, the state champions from last year, Milton, they've been looking pretty good. They've been playing some out-of-state games. We don't see them in the regular season, but we might see them in the playoffs. So it's interesting to see how Milton's been playing some shutout games, and I think Walton's looking for a rematch in the playoffs with Milton from what Milton did to us last year. So that'll be interesting to see. I just wanted to drop that tidbit. Milton won 40-0 against Chattahoochee. Well, they haven't won yet. There's still 9 minutes to go.
Hands off number 22, Lucas Farrington.
So here Farrington gets a couple of yards again on the outside. Good blocking. Now we're again in that second and 3, so really good yard, or 2nd and 4.
Yeah, solid gain. Farrington tonight actually has done most of his work in the receiving game with that about 40-yard touchdown, 30-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I want to see a little bit more of that. Toss him the ball. Ooh. And here he's doing something in the run game, and that might be a first down.
I think he's a little short.
Yeah.
Oh, no, moves the chains. You got me.
See that's smart play calling there. You know where Milton's weak on that right side. You just toss the ball off to Lucas Farrington. Just keep moving
Trust
the
your guy.
chains.
I mean, Farrington made that play happen.
For sure. Farrington making the defenders miss there with a little juke with the hip thrust. He didn't really have too much O-line help on that side. So now you got 2 receivers set to the right. All
3.
the motion is going to the right here. Or 3 receivers.
Trips right. Nice.
And you're going to take it to Christian Ward there. Christian Ward, a little starter step, and gets a little 5 yards there.
Yeah, I like that. Even though that 5 yards is like the worst case scenario with that play call. If you get the blocks and the lanes, you can take that for a long run. Like we saw Camara do this past weekend. My fantasy team did appreciate that.
So did mine, actually.
Yep, I'm #1 in the league right now. So.
And to think that I was thinking of playing Joe Mixon over Alvin Kamara.
When? For this week?
Yeah, before the week.
Who's your other running back if you're considering benching Kamara?
Well, I did end up playing Kamara, but it was J.K. Dobbins and Kamara who I play, and I'm very happy with that. Mixon didn't have too good of a night anyway.
No, unfortunately not. But
I'm just that guy. Caden Gilstrap rolls out to the right, and a little sidearm, beautiful throw to Christian Ward, who gets 15 yards.
Can we get a flag? No?
#1, Christian Ward.
I think the refs appreciate a little bit of physicality, so they're going to let that one go.
I don't know. That's one of those where they picked him up and then threw him down. I mean, clearly he's not going to keep moving in the air, so very unnecessary to throw him down. But play moves on regardless. About to cross the 2-minute marker here.
I think the Raiders want to keep it quick here, make some quick strikes to the right side, especially with Alex Ward and Max McCraney out all the way to the right, and Christian Ward playing the slot a lot today. Interesting.
Yeah, I like moving your number one receiver around. You don't want to get him stuck in one spot because then they feel kind of commonplace, But having that change of location, different coverage matchups, you create mismatches for your guys.
Yeah, it's like setting picks in basketball as well. You get different corners. Obviously, the nickelback might not be as strong as the corner, or vice versa.
Yeah, no, exactly. Something they could have planned exactly for this matchup, noticing a weak nickel corner or something like that.
So Walton consistently has had the back in the backfield with the 3 receivers set, so you're always guessing what Walton's going to do. Gilstrap's going to throw this one to a pretty open Christian Ward, but he misses the target a little bit.
Yeah, a little behind him. I mean, not an easy throw. On the run, back foot, they're a little behind him. Overall, great look. Caden with good patience, good presence, not forcing anything, and good look. Just didn't connect there.
And I like that, taking the throw on first down. Obviously, it's not an every first down thing, but it's good to have that once in a while.
I agree. I think sometimes this stands for high school, college, pro ball. You fall into the systematic way of running your downs. First down, run. Second, depending on the yardage in that, you either go pass or run. There's a formula. So being able to go outside of that sometimes can bring results like that. If they connected there, it's a 15-yard pass.
Gilstrap with another snap. Gilstrap is going to keep running, and some North Cobb defender loses his helmet. He's just going to throw it away. Smart.
There is a flag.
Number 92 for North Cobb, really into the play there. Orlando Wilson loses his helmet.
Yeah, and I appreciate those kind of guys who in the moment, can separate their health. Screw that, put it aside, and chase the dang quarterback. Obviously, I don't want him to get to our quarterback, but I appreciate the intensity. Okay, so actually, I think that is illegal for high school. Illegal participation for chasing with no helmet. Wow.
A lot of boos on the North Cobb sideline, but that's a big penalty. I think Walt really appreciates that.
Really far.
Yeah. 15 yards, I think.
That looked more than that. Actually, no, I think you're right. It's because they walked back. So, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Caden Gilstrap getting the signal. He's got Lucas Farrington in the back, obviously, and he's got 2 receivers to the right and Christian Ward to the left.
Christian Ward 54 here.
Christian Ward has a corner and a safety on him, actually. I was looking for the one-on-one, but North Cobb is spread across the field. The box is actually what is kind of light.
I mean, Ward could have a potential way, and there it is. Goes to Ward.
Little
PI.
Oh, PI though.
Flag is thrown. It was very clear there. I mean, tell you what, I saw it. I was like too far
Yeah,
close.
because the corner wasn't playing the ball. He was playing the receiver, and too much on the body.
And a roughing the passer call as well at the same time.
So there you go.
Penalties and the front and back end of that play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Personal foul, roughing the passer.
So yeah, there's the PI obviously that we all saw with the receiver on Christian Ward's body, not allowing him to get the ball, and then roughing the passer. We missed that. Well, we missed that. You might have seen it with Gilstrap out in the back. So
yeah, I got a little too excited with Ward potentially going for a touchdown.
Yeah, we were zeroed in on that, but regardless.
So the last timeout for the Warriors. Talk things over. That timeout brought to you by the Dial Family Foundation.
So here again, the Raiders just had a big gain, regardless of how it came. I think now you have to cash in is the mentality, but North Cobb also knows that, so they're going to play a little soft. So this is where you might just hand it up the middle and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I certainly agree with that assessment. Minute 46, you can afford a few run plays here. You got timeouts still. You got one timeout to play with. You're not forced to play any sort of way. So play around a little bit. That run up the middle might go for 20 yards, get you in a good situation, keep chewing that clock, especially they don't have any more timeouts, and set you up for a good push at the end of the half.
Yeah, and you only need 22 yards here for 7 points, with Sebastian Benai obviously being automatic. So
certainly received his first offer from Rhodes.
Coach Bruner's alma mater.
There you go. Speed Thompson as Gilstrap's back mate.
So again, this is a look we've been seeing, right? 1 to the left or 3 to the right, or 1 to the left and 2 to the right, and then you have a running back with Gilstrap. So defense is constantly guessing, and I think they still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, pretty press coverage on the outsides. Could be another shot here.
Yep, and it is. And this time ball came out quick. Christian Ward went up for it, but just wasn't there.
I like the aggression. Same thing they did last play that resulted in that pass interference. Actually, right before that snap, Corner and Ward dapped each other up, showing respect. So Ward won the last play. Corner won this one.
Yeah. Both very, very solid teams, obviously. Not just in Cobb County, but in the state. These are two of the best teams. North Cobb currently ranked number 13. Walton ranked number 38. But if we win this game, we're going to shoot up those rankings.
Yeah, probably 15-plus spots. So still looking at that single coverage on the outside.
And Alex Ward, it might be going to Alex. Oh, it went a little quicker, but
hey, I like these plays. I like these rollout passes. I like both plays that we've had so far on this set of first down. So 3rd and 10 coming up, but good looks. Farrington threw a nice block, pass protection.
Yeah, the entire offense was functioning well there. It's just really tough to make those rollout plays and just a little behind to the receiver.
Yeah, I mean, they're expecting passes right now, so you're not always going to find the gaps you'd like to. But
so
you got to do it anyway.
Now you're in 3rd and 10, so this has pretty much got to be a pass play. Both sides know it. It's just you got to beat them with the football. And there, Gilstrap, nice one, soft to
a little
Ward,
floater.
And yeah,
putting up that 2-dribble pull-up floater. I looked like he might have been throwing it away, but Ward right there, good spot.
No, I think he was throwing it. He definitely saw Ward there.
Oh yeah, certainly.
And
yeah.
And Ward gets a good gain there. It's just not quite enough. We'll see what they do, though. They might go for this one.
4th and 3. 4th and 4. Thanks, Mark.
It's just this one would also make sense, like you were saying, to go for, because you have a minute left. North Cobb can't do anything if they get the ball back.
Exactly.
You might want to take the 7.
I think you do.
Instead of
Especially, and if you don't get it, they're pinned at the 15-yard line as opposed to 20 or more.
No one's throwing the flag here. There was a lot of jumping, but
you kind of call a timeout. Bruner's going to call that timeout.
Yeah. It was another hard count there, but they didn't quite. It wasn't called. There was a little jump, but it wasn't called. He probably didn't cross the line. So now we'll see what the decision is.
Oh, Benai. Looks like he's going out there.
Because this one is automatic. The last one wasn't automatic. You had a 50-yard the last time. This one is like 35. So
yeah, 35.
No issue.
Good and far between for Benai.
Mark Aston telling us there's no reason to leave Raider Valley hungry. So if you're in the stands,
yeah, by chance you're watching the broadcast in the stands, get yourself a nice burger.
You would be a real fan if you're watching the broadcast in the stands. If one of you are out there, hop in the comments right now and tell us, and we would really appreciate that.
Certified Raider Vision Classic member.
We'll give you a shout out for sure.
Absolutely. We'll get our team to write your name over here, give you a shout out live on air.
Sebastian Benai. The hold is good. And the kick is
no good.
No good. Unfortunate there. Well, there's only 38 seconds left on the clock, though, so we're essentially at halftime now.
That's equivalent to not getting on 4th down.
Yeah, exactly. So not a big deal.
Nothing to die over. I would have liked to see it go through, obviously, but got to keep pushing forward.
And you can hear that the Walton student section is still here and still alive, so that tells you how much we're in this game and how much the rivalry is.
Certainly. So, job right now is contained. No touchdowns for North Cobb.
Well,
or points.
Well, I don't think they're even going to do. They're just going to take it to the half.
That's surprising. I think that's a modest approach considering they've had some big plays. But to each their own. So
It's
30 seconds here to go.
They get the ball back in the second half, and they don't want to take a risk this close to the end zone. So that kind of makes sense. More advanced kind of NFL-style logic, but
So 15
it's
seconds to
halftime.
go. Going to hand it off to halftime reporter Wesley Powell to give you a breakdown and what to look out for in the second half.
We'll see you back in the second half, folks.
What's going on, Walton? And this Walton team will be ready for that second half. Thank you, Walton. Good luck to the Raiders in the second half. And welcome back, Raider fans. We're back here with just about 2 minutes to go until the start of the second half. With that being said, let's get to your halftime recap. Starting off with the offense. The offense looked pretty solid in that first half. Ken Gilstrap especially had some great runs. Used his arm rail. Overall, had a great game general play. His star running back in the backfield, Lucas Farrington, was more of a receiver back in that first half. He had that big 57-yard wheel route touchdown and caught a couple more passes that helped provide some spark to that offense. On the other side of things, Alex Ward has been locking down. He's only had 2 targets the entire game, and both were deflected. Jake Thorner has been making a menace in the inside. He has been stuffing a lot of North Cobb runs, especially by Nick Grimstead, which he loves to do. Overall, Walton has had a pretty solid first half, going into the second half with some pretty solid positioning to make a comeback with a lot of momentum. I can still see it. My prediction at 35-31, as of right now, still stands. I'll send it back over to Tarun and Arthur.
Thank you, Wesley, for that detailed and great halftime report. You know, a lot of things he covered, very true. And, you know, these star players that we have, we need to continue to rely on them to pull through, make these stops. Walton being down 2 possessions. North Cobb will get the ball to start the second half. So it's time for defensive specialist Tarun, the defensive enjoyer.
Yes, sir. You could call me whatever, defensive enthusiast, whatever. But yeah, defense has to step up in this game for sure. Obviously, we were talking about playing with the top. They did a little bit of that, but it's also the big plays. We need a couple of big plays here in the third quarter to stifle North Cobb's run here. This first drive, North Cobb's going to try and come out swinging. We have to stop them on this drive, or else the game will, you know, there will be such great of a difference that the morale in the game will be different, which can set the tone. So if we get a stop here on the first drive, I think we go back, get the touchdown, and this is a very competitive game through the end.
Yeah, I agree. If North Cobb comes out with a touchdown, it's a little bit of a killer strike. Doesn't put us out of it, but certainly doesn't inspire a lot of confidence to finish out coming down 3 possessions at that time. So defense first and foremost. But at the same time, you got to get the stops, but then you got to play catch-up. So luckily, Walton has had a strong pass game, so relying a little bit more on that, saving time, is what's going to need to happen, and they've been doing that well. So on that side of things, it looks positive.
Well, just in terms of yardage and just in terms of getting touchdowns, forget the time, forget the moving the chains little by little. Just in terms of yardage, you'll be much happier if you get a couple quick touchdowns here, and then you can play the game more strategically towards the end.
Yeah, certainly agree 100%. Just got to string together a few good plays, catch them off guard, maybe play a little bit, put a little no huddle, hurry up, because at least I feel like in a no huddle situation, the offense has the advantage. You go into this drive having halftime, planning set plays that you want to run in a no huddle set that will catch the defense off guard if you're prepared, which Walton certainly is.
Yeah, 100%. Well, first we're going to see the defense of Walton out here against North Cobb. So, like we were saying, first and foremost, before any of this happens, we need that stop. We need to drive them to third down, get that stop, maybe get a sack early, or even better, play the coverage tight, but give room enough for the safety to pick them up so that you have create opportunities for interceptions. And we'll see. We'll see how deep, how soft Walton wants to play the coverage, or how wide they want to play the distance between the corner and the safety. We'll all of that will factor in here in terms of opportunities for interceptions and stops.
So 28-14, 12 fresh minutes for this third quarter.
Yeah, the score is always 0-0.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
it's less true in football than other sports, but you still got to want to play like the score is 0-0 at this point.
Yeah, as much as we want to lean into the pass game, we don't want to let it consume us entirely. That's how you get into throwing more interceptions, and then you're really screwed.
Yeah, I agree.
Around the league, ESPN, NFL, NBA, and
Great performances by the marching bands there at halftime.
Yeah, it was nice to watch. Got a little bit of time outside the booth, explored the real world, not just my bird's eye view of football all the time. But great performance from both sides. You know, Walton's marching band, obviously, the best. but it's fun to see.
Collins Hill in the fourth quarter, 10, Shepherd Gwinnett 7. Buford is rolling, 46-0 over the 0-5 Discovery Bears.
So there's a good game out in Gwinnett right now, 10-7 with Gwinnett down by 3. That's a team in the top 100.
Number 92, Sebastian Malak kicking off the Raiders. Back deep, Womack and Butler, North Cobb.
Sebastian Benai looking to get some hang time, send it deep. The ref standing near the ball for a sec. We'll see what that's about. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Ooh, a little onside action here. So as and it is recovered by North Cobb around 50.
yeah. Oh, either way, I like that. It did seem like it was going to go a little short. Got nice bounces. Reached the 10-yard line.
It was definitely a play to catch them off guard. Interesting call, and that's what you kind of got to do sometimes. And we'll see how this ends up.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of layers to that decision. Yeah, I'll let you.
Sorry.
No, you're
But
good.
It's not that big of a deal, I was saying, because the 50 or the 20, they still have to get down the field now. So we'll see Walton get hopefully this 3 and out right here.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say it's a little multi-layered. It's less space, saves time, but also less chances to get stops. So just got to show up on defense. And that's how one way to do it.
That's a great stop there. Number 7 for North Cobb. A new running back today, Cameron Morris. He also plays linebacker, trying to make his way through that Walton defense, but Bowie Crawford says, Yeah,
he shot that A-gap and just got in there, put him down.
So
Less
second
than a
and
yard.
9.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 for North Cobb. This interesting situation. One man on the right, but
Wow.
this is another.
That's Hudson Beard this time.
Another run play, but Hudson Beard comes up from the safety position to make that tackle.
Yeah, loss of 2, 3rd and 11 now. So Walton could be an immediate third and long, but North Cobb has been successful on their 3rd downs, especially on the pass. Been pushed back 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 10s, and they found the receiver for the 1st down. So
100%.
corners need to lock up here.
This is where you want to play with the top. Don't make sure you're playing at the line so that the receiver can't just edge his way and get that 1st down.
4-3 look. The Raiders. The zone coverage.
And he's just going to run off. Grimstead gets the 1st down, sees the marker.
Barely gets there.
Gets past it. Yeah. Grimstead put his body on the line to get that 1st down. Like I was saying, if the Raiders just played up a little further, they would have gotten that stop.
Yeah, but regardless, that's well earned by Nick Grimstead. Good zone read, got all the coverages, fell a little into that pass coverage, and unfortunately couldn't get back up to stop that QB sneak.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can have great coverage, but without a rush, your quarterback is always going to be able to move. So we need to generate the rush on this play.
Especially with an empty backfield like this.
And Walton does. Walton does exactly that and bottles Grimstead up with about maybe a 1 yard, maybe no gain.
That's exactly what you got to do. I feel like I've seen that
Crawford
same.
again.
Yeah, great tackle by Bowie Crawford. I think we've seen that same O-tackle lose his helmet about 2 or 3 times. Had to walk off there to put that back on. But Bowie comes out hot in the second half.
He made the last tackle as well.
First
Hudson Beard with the tackle for a loss, but Bowie Crawford with the short gain tackle.
Yeah,
so
regardless.
Bowie Crawford stepping up here, making those tackles that Todd Haley was making.
Yeah, boys up front doing the job right now.
Nick Grimstead standing in his own 45. He's going to hand it off here. And
Great
again,
job.
the running back is bottled up.
Oh.
Got made by number 34.
No flags thrown there. Just some chipperness.
Alongside number
Some burning passion for the game.
And who is it again with the stop? Bowie Crawford.
3rd down and 9.
Bowie Crawford playing, obviously, he's the middle lineman closest to us. Or no, now he is. He was on the end position.
All right, so the second,
Or
third
he's
down
gonna
in this
move all the
series.
way out to the left end. On that left end rusher is Bowie Crawford. And
Good
the running
pressure.
back's going to take him, and Armstead,
Nice.
or Grimstead, is going to try and make that play, but he throws it out of bounds.
There we go. So that's fourth down, and I'll tell you what, that was an impeccable defensive drive. By
Agreed.
Walton.
That's
Just-
how you play technical. That's good defensive football by the book.
Yeah, went first down, second down, third down. They got it the first time. Went first down, second down, third down. Didn't get it that time. They held the run to maybe 2 positive yards overall. They're clogging the middle, but as well not letting up in pass coverage. Just beautiful football. First punt from North Cobb, or second?
This is the second punt.
Yeah.
Alex Ward back deep. Punt.
So Alex Ward's got a lot of space in front of him, so we'll see how this pans out.
Still Ingram. It's gonna fly into the end zone, I bet. Oh, never mind.
Oh
Not
no,
even close.
he just tries to get it away from Alex Ward.
Yeah.
They've been doing that a couple of times. So now Walton has decent field position.
No,
Wal-
touchback,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. North Cobb minimizing the risk.
So, yeah, well, I'm feeling myself like I'm a defensive enthusiast. The way I'm feeling about that last defensive series from Walton,
Good to know. Good to know.
winning me over. But I'll be one right back as Walton is going to go on a touchdown scoring drive here. I feel it.
100%. Caden Gilstrap to Christian Ward is the connection
That's what I was
we
gonna
want to
say, yep.
see on the outside on this play, on this
Yeah.
drive.
Late in that second quarter, there were a few plays where that PI, if no PI, Ward's probably going to come down with that. And then one that was thrown a little like right to the defender, good coverage. But the connection is there. There are openings. They're leaving sometimes single high press coverage corner to where Ward can get out there and get in front of the corner. So
Yeah, and the thing is, the corner, credit to the corner, North Cobb's corner, who's been playing on Ward, has been very quick on his feet. That's why Ward like last week at Wheeler, Ward was just beating the corner straight up. This week, North Cobb's corner has been pace for pace with Ward. So we'll see how long that lasts, because defenses do wear out. But just credit to the corner.
Yeah, but we know that Ward is not someone that can be shut down. There's going to be a moment where he steps out and breaks out and makes a big play.
Welcome back to Raider Valley.
He's still been having those consistent yardage gains with the slants, finding his way inside, had that little floater ball. He's making himself available to Caden any way he can.
100%. All the receivers on Walton, they've been coached to do that, and that's what they do. At the very beginning of the game, we saw a bunch of slants for Ward as well. Let's see if they go back to that. And obviously, at the beginning, I think the other receivers got involved as well. So
Yeah, I think a little bit more of what we saw earlier that kind of fell off later was in the pass game, we started off with a lot of design targets. Like, that's the read you want to get. Quick, easy, go. And falling behind a little bit, you're going for more of those big plays, but maybe it's time to find some intermediate design targets for guys like Christian Ward and Alex Ward.
So now you got 3 receivers set to your left. So we'll see if this is kind of a rollout maybe, or it's just going to be handed off to Lucas Barrington on the ground and pound for 3 yards.
Sweet, Noriega Thompson,
Or
actually,
Noriega Thompson.
for gain of 4.
So it's 2nd and 6 now at the 24. The entire this is kind of where this is where the playbook is most open. So this might be the shot.
Yeah, it certainly could be. Go for the shot here. Maybe you get something long or short still, positive yards. Or you get nothing and you're still 3rd and 6, can do whatever you'd like.
So they're going to hand it off again and see if they can get the yardage on the ground. Farrington or Noriega Thompson gets maybe a yard on that one.
I think just a net 0 there on that one.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. So essentially an incompletion. I would have liked to see the shot there, but that's also a smart play. It's just there was good defensive. There was good job by the linebackers on North Cobb for coming up and making that stop.
Yeah, I mean, we want to see the quick scores, but at the same time, you don't get it, incomplete. The incompletions pile up. something else happens here on third down, you punt the ball. But with the run, you can get closer. It just didn't work out on that one right there.
So this time, Gilstrap,
Take it down.
he tries roll out. He sees the defender, but he's too quick. The defender got to him, and there's the first sack of the night.
I don't know. It seemed like it might have even have been designed like screen to back this way, because I feel like Caden really turned with a purpose, almost as he was ready to throw a screen pass to Farrington.
Yeah, but he was a number 40 for North Cobb. Came out as a free rusher. No one was blocking him, so that's how he was able to get to Caden. Good job by Calvin Moss for exploiting the scheme.
And Brian Gunnels, nice punts. I enjoyed that one.
I'm sure you did.
Muffed.
Oh, is it muffed? Oh,
He gets it back.
He
gets
gets it back, but
great
it's
tackle.
a good punt, good tackle, good play, and now North Cobb's going to be at their 29.
From the 10 to the 30, 60-yard punt.
You can't ask for better, can you?
Cannot. Had a nice spiral on that punt.
Yeah.
Threw him off with that rotation. Muffed it. Just great punt. Punt enjoyers. Really corralling on that one.
I might have to get advice on who your kicker is in fantasy if that's what.
Well, this might not come as a surprise as a special teams guru, but for the past 2 seasons I've had Brandon Aubrey.
Okay. I thought you were going to say coup for a second, but
Brandon Aubrey averaging about 17 fantasy points a game right now.
really?
Yep.
So
The number 1 kicker overall.
Grimstead snaps. Grimstead's going to shovel pass it to number 7 there, but he's not going to get very far.
Yeah, it's gonna be
only
number
to the line of
17.
schedule.
Micah Billingsley, sophomore receiver, gets a little jet pass.
Yeah, jet sweep to Micah Billingsley, but good job on the left side for all the Walton linebackers there. Bowie Crawford, Tommy Ross getting up there.
I mean, we
And
see it
Jake
all the
Thorner.
time. We see it all the time in the NFL, and even in high school, that those jet sweeps can be lethal. But great job stopping it there.
And here's a run for North Cobb, who the runner breaks out past the linebackers all the way out to the 35.
Arquavius Eccles.
We saw Eccles earlier with that touchdown. Eccles working some of that magic again, trying to identify where the line is tired and where he can
they're
get through
going
those
fast.
holes.
Getting set. I would expect another run here. Yep.
Yep, and again, I
take it
think
down.
that was Eccles again, but he stopped.
Yeah, it was. Eccles, strong, big back. Didn't have that top end speed, as you saw. Got hunted down by Hudson Beard.
Yeah, Jake Thorner on the tackle there. Jake Thorner has been solid when around the line of scrimmage. I think the issues that Walton is having more is a little further back when the running back breaks past that first line of defense. But the first line of defense has been quite amazing today, Arthur. We've gotten a lot of pressures on pass plays. There's only been a few plays where the pass protections have stood up and run. We've been stopping the run.
Yeah, I like the way that the defense has played tonight. I think outside of a few blown coverages and reads, they've ultimately played pretty good defense, solid defense, getting them to third downs pretty constantly. So
yeah, I think there was a lack of pass pressure at the beginning when there was a couple of plays where North Cobb capitalized, but we identified that pretty quick, and since then we've been pressuring. But now here's a jump.
And they're moving back, knowing it's an offsides.
Yeah, it's an offsides on number 18 for Walton.
Unfortunate there. That's going to bring it closer to be a 3rd and 3 now. This is a big stop. That
number 18, Hudson Beard. He came up as a free rusher. Just unfortunate. So now it's 3rd and 3. So it was 3rd and 8. So it's still 3rd down. So you can still make the stop, force them to kick, or force them to go for it on 4th down and get another stop, and you get the ball.
Brought on an extra linebacker. Drake Lucky came in for Burnett. Could be useful here.
Grimstead is being chased, but Grimstead gets some blocks, and he's off to the races. Grimstead gets very close to the end zone, but he's about 2 or 3 yards out.
It's actually a different quarterback that came in, a freshman, Christian Peacock. Quarterback receiver takes that one to the house.
Well, I guess then it was designed for Christian Peacock there to take it close to the house.
Close to the house, yeah.
Yeah. There's always hope.
Can we see a Seahawks
just like how
Super Bowl slant pass intercepted by Alex Ward?
This may be it. But I think that was Peacock again there.
Yeah, Peacock's again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Staying at the 1.
Peacock, I guess, is more of a rushing quarterback. They're trying to get it in with Peacock, but maybe a little peanut punch here for the guys up front.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, Peacock playing receiver as well. Kind of gives you an idea of what kind of quarterback he is. Kind of like a Taysom Hill kind of guy.
And there he is. Peacock gets his first
Hard to stop
touchdown
him right
on
when they're on the 1.
Yeah. So Walton has to respond now in this quarter. I hope they come out swinging this time, just like the first drive. I think the first drive, usually we do default to run after the first drive, but run quite didn't pick up the way we wanted it to. So the first drive is still the best drive. We need to see, I think at this point it's time to just air it out. Yeah.
Airmail. Yeah, I agree. I think certain situations you can run the ball if you get to like a 2nd and short after some intermediate passes, or just trying to catch them off guard. But the focus has to be on the pass game. And pass protection has held up pretty well, like you said. Oh, refs are gonna call for a flag. False start. Oh, we'll take the extra chance. So yeah, the offense has got to start slinging it. Gilstrap, more than capable of slinging the ball.
So here's the kick attempt from number 12, Michael Hill for North Cobb. And he's going to split the uprights once again.
All right, 4 minutes on the dot left in this 3rd quarter. Walton, time to respond.
Valley View tonight also want to announce the winner for the...
So our prediction is invalid. Your prediction still holds.
True, I did say 41-35, right?
Yes.
So, okay, it's time to go on a run.
So it's got to be a shutout now. More than the run, it's got to be a shutout. The defense can't allow a single point from here on out.
Shannon Iser.
Which is definitely possible.
Will be difficult, but not out of question at all.
100%, especially with those boys up front getting the pressure, and we can lock up. Well, we've been locking up the receivers. If we can make sure the running back doesn't get out around and out front.
Yeah, just got to stop because the run game has been way more lethal than the pass game, especially with the mobility of Grimstead and then now Peacock. Just they keep chaining together good runs in succession. There was on that 3rd down series where they hit third down twice. The first 2 times they ran the ball, nothing. So got to get back to that. Stop letting them break some loose and getting the consistent like 5, 6, 7 yard gains.
100%.
I'd like to see on the offensive end Max McCraney. We haven't really called him out tonight. Get involved in the slot on the outside.
Yeah, Max McCraney has been lined up in the slot a couple of times now, but they also changed him with Christian Ward, so they put him on the outside a couple of times, so he can contribute in multiple different ways. Alex Ward, too, we need to see him showcase that speed on the offensive side. He's been good as a corner so far today.
Yeah, he takes mainly his profession on the defensive end and corner, but we need him to start playing on the offensive side of the ball in this game right now.
And the reason I say that is because he has been doing that on the offensive end in games past.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially Wheeler last week. The first 2 touchdowns were Alex Ward.
Yeah, 2nd highest average of reception depth with 22.5 per catch, so a very explosive player.
100%. When the ball goes that way, you have to be looking out, because Alex Ward will beat you with his speed, and he'll beat you with his technique as well, going up high for the ball. So Alex Ward is the kind of 20-30 yard gain player, along with Christian Ward. But Christian Ward also, he's also aware of the chains, and is also the guy who can run slants and move the chains for you.
Christian Ward's the X. He's the alpha receiver. He's the one, right?
Christian Ward X, Alex Ward Y, and
Max McCraney Z.
Yeah. Put in Xbox terms. I had to think about it. Is it a Z or not? Because I'm used to the X, the square, and the circle, or the triangle.
Yeah.
The triangle with.
I'm an Xbox guy, so I'm on the XY AB.
Oh yeah, there's the AB too, right?
12, Michael Hill kicking off North Cobb. Back deep for Raiders, number 15, Malachi Speed, alongside number 7, Alex Ward.
All right, let's hope Alex Ward or MJ Burnett can make some, or Malachi Speed, correction, can make some magic happen on this kick return possibly. And that one's not going to get there.
They're gonna
Bounce
let
it
it
will.
get a touchback. Yeah, smart play there by not touching it by Alex Ward, so that they can take the ball at the 20.
Walton Marching Band playing the fight song.
And boy, do we need a fight now, but I think we got it. I think we got the fight left in us, and it's time to air the ball out.
Yeah, as a passing enthusiast, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I mean, game
Yeah.
script certainly shows
Man,
passing
you're
is the way.
enthusiast about everything, huh?
Yeah, I love football, man. That's what we're here for.
All right.
Heel scratch pass intended for number 7,
A
Alex
risky
Ward.
play there, but a good play. Alex Ward almost had it.
Yeah,
but,
I held my breath there for a second.
Yeah,
But
so did I.
that's what we like. That's the design read. That's Alex Ward on a slant. Get the ball there.
Yeah,
Quarterback
Alex
had
Ward
good
kind of
coverage,
came
but-
back for that ball a little bit. The corner playing the coverage was, it was press coverage, so the corner was playing very high up. But we'll see what this play entails.
Yeah.
Across the middle. But yeah, he aired it off to Christian Ward, and the coverage was just too good there. You have to take the shots, though. I'm not
Yeah.
mad about the shot. It's
Me neither. You got to take the risks to come back in a game like this, and that one didn't go your way, but hopefully the next one can.